everyone, welcome back to Life as an Artist. This week I want to, oh, sorry, it's kind of hot here, I just got down to the studio, but yeah, I want to work on the ochre unit that I've been working on for a while now. So I've just laid this piece down and I'm going to give it its second coat now the initial coat's dry. Donald pointed out the other day to me that yeah, there's a texture in that paint and that gives it its kind of quality, and the white is actually missing that. So I thought about it and thought I wanted to texturize the white as well. So in the same way that I built up the surface from this painting over here by taking like dried paint from a previous unit, so I'm going to take this dried paint and I'm actually going to like crush it up in a pestle and mortar, and then I think mix it in with the titanium white to give it some texture. So all the paint will have yeah, a similar texture basically. So I'm going to jump in and start working on this piece. What else do I have to say? That's about it. Let's start. Alright, so the painting I am now quite happy with. I am being a bit aware, I'm just trying to get us both in here. I'm trying to be aware of not to build the surface up too much. There's a really nice quality with this, like sections of canvas that are actually, you know, shining through in certain areas, you know, as if they're like sort of somewhat a colour in themselves. And there's a nice quality to it, especially in the one over there. So that, I think, has only had 2 layers, but I'm going to leave that completely alone. This now has had, I think it's second or third layer, depending how you calculate that. And yeah, I also think it's nearly really there, especially as I look in the camera lens at the back and see like a reflection. It's like a way that you see the image afresh. You know, if you see it in a mirror or if you see it through a camera or something like that, your brain interprets the image as anew, and when I see it I'm like, yeah, that looks good. So there's not much more to do on it. I'm going to let this dry and then see how the colours evolve, because as the ochre oil paint dries I notice that it lightens up and darkens depending on which pigment's being used, and then I'll be able to decide if the pigments and the colours are exactly what I want. So that's all for the painting. I am going to jump into what I've been doing for the rest of the week, and I'm just going to go over and sit down over here. Yeah, I can show you a quick shot now of what I've been up to, even though the shot's kind of terrible. But it was the start of the project this morning. I had intended to record it, but I forgot my tripod, and one thing led to another, and this was the only shot that I ended up getting. So let me just tell you a bit about it. Someone reached out to me, a friend of a friend, who, yeah, a really large project for social media company's headquarters, of which I don't think I can say, so I won't go jeopardising his non-disclosure agreement clause or whatever it is. Anyway, yeah, it's also part of the reason why some of the filming was problematic today, because I wasn't sure what I could and couldn't film without me getting in trouble and him getting in trouble or whatever. But I want to tell you about it because for the next few days I'll be helping him create this work and realise it in the location, and that's going to be taking up most of my week. And then after that, next week I'm actually in the UK visiting family, and I don't think I'll end up making a vlog next week, to be quite honest, mainly because yeah, it's life as an artist and I want to show you artwork, not my holiday. But anyway, the project involves taking a existing piece which is made like out of paper collage, and it was a little bit flimsy, and basically he's restoring it by yeah, backing it with like a really heavy paper, almost like leather actually. It's a very good quality paper that's primed and I think gessoed, but I'm not 100% on that. I'll ask him tomorrow. Yeah, so we're cutting out these shapes to actually back the current pieces of collaged paper that's there, and then these paper pieces are laid in a certain way that gives this very large overall structure, somewhat similar to like the constructions that I'm making, in the sense that they are a construct, a wall-based sculpture. So now just don't imagine these little bits of paper. They're these rather large, you know, 3 by 3 meter sculptures made up of thousands of bits of paper stuck together in this beautiful kind of way. But it's quite methodical, and yeah, we're backing it first in paper, and then we've got to put like the attachments that allow it to be attached to the wall. We've got to reattach them on the back of it, and also creating these kind of paper ribs to support the work as well. Yeah, so it's been like kind of origami-esque, you know, a lot of folding and cutting and sticking afterwards. And that's been the first day. I just finished today, so I'm actually down in my studio at night. It's kind of quite late and I'm a bit tired, if I'm honest, but I just wanted to get this vlog out and explain what it was that I've been up to this week and why you're not seeing a huge amount more of what I'm doing. Yeah, so I'm helping him tomorrow, and then again the next day, and the next day, and then I'm yeah, flying directly from Amsterdam to the UK to go and stay with my family. So I think after explaining what I'm doing, I'm going to leave it at that, really. Yeah, we'll see you all again next week. So take care and goodbye.